A pleasant day to everyone. Today, we're diving into nucleic acid, DNA, and RNA. These molecules carry the genetic instructions that make life possible. DNA stores information, and RNA helps it into proteins. Stick around as we explore how they work and why they're so important. So, let's dive in. Nucleic acid are large biomolecules that are crucial in all cells and viruses. They are composed of nucleotides, which are the monomer components, a 5-carbon sugar, a phosphate group, and a nitrogenous base. The two main classes of nucleic acid are deoxyribonucleic acid and ribonucleic acid. Nucleic acids are chemical compounds that are found in nature. They carry information in cells and make up genetic materials. These acids are very common in all living things, where they create, encode, and store information in every living cell of every life form on Earth. In turn, they send and express that information inside and outside of a cell nucleus. From the inner workings of the cell to the young and the living thing, they contain and provide information to the nucleic acid sequence. This gives with the RNA and DNA their unmistakable ladder-step order to nucleotides within their molecules. Both play a crucial role in directing protein synthesis.
Nucleic acid are large biomolecules essential for the storage, transmission, and expression of genetic information. There are two primary types of nucleic acid. DNA is a double-stranded helix composed of long chains of nucleotides. The four bases in DNA are adenine, thymine, cytosine, and guanine. Adenine pairs with thymine, and cytosine pairs with guanine. Function: DNA stores genetic information used in the growth, development, and functioning of all living organisms. It is found in the nucleus of eukaryotic cell and in the cytoplasm of prokaryotes. Replication: DNA can replicate itself, ensuring that genetic information is passed down during cell division.
The second one is RNA. RNA is usually single-stranded and consists of a chain of nucleotides, with ribose as the sugar, a phosphate group, and one of the four nitrogenous bases: adenine, uracil, cytosine, and guanine. In RNA, uracil replaces thymine, and its function plays a crucial role in the synthesis of proteins.
Here are several types of RNA. First is the mRNA, or the messenger RNA. It carries genetic information from DNA to the ribosomes for protein synthesis. Next is the tRNA, or the transfer RNA. Brings amino acid to the ribosomes during protein synthesis. Next is the rRNA, or the ribosomal RNA. It combines with proteins to form ribosomes, which are the sites of the protein synthesis.
And here are the nucleotide composition. Both DNA and RNA are made up of repeating units called nucleotides, which are linked together by phosphodiester bands. Each nucleotide has three components: a phosphate group, a sugar, and nitrogenous base, purines, adenine, guanine, pyrimidines, cytosine, thymine, or uracil. Let's go on through the importance of nucleic acids. Genetic information storage. DNA stores genetic information necessary for cell function and reproduction. Protein synthesis. RNA is involved in converting genetic information into proteins, which are vital for cellular structure and function. Inheritance. Nucleic acids are inherited from parents to offspring, ensuring continuity of genetic information across generations. In summary, nucleic acids are fundamental to biology, enabling the storage, expression, and transfer of genetic information, and playing a vital role in the cell's molecular machinery.
Nucleic acids, macromolecules made from units called nucleotides, come into two natural occurring varieties, which are the DNA and the RNA. DNA is a genetic material found in living organisms, all the way from single-celled bacteria to multicircular mammals like you and me. Some viruses use RNA and not DNA as their genetic material, but they are technically not considered to be alive, since they cannot reproduce without a help from a host. In DNA cells, in eukaryotes, such as plants and animals, DNA is found in the nucleus, a specialized membrane-bound vault in the cell, as well as in certain other types of organelles, such as the mitochondria and the chloroplast of plants. In prokaryotes, such as bacteria, the DNA is not enclosed in the membranous envelope, although it's located in a specialized region called in the nucleus. In eukaryotes, DNA is typically broken up into several very long and linear pieces called chromosomes, while in prokaryotes, such as bacteria, chromosomes are much smaller and often circular. A chromosome may contain tens of thousands of genes, each providing instructions on how to make a particular product needed by the cell.
Now, let us move on. Next is from DNA to RNA to proteins. Many genes encode protein products, meaning that they specify the sequence of amino acids used to build a particular protein, before this information can be used for protein synthesis. However, an RNA copy of the gene must first be made. This type of RNA is called a messenger RNA, as it serves as a messenger between DNA and ribosomes, molecular machines that read mRNA sequences and use them to build proteins. This progression from DNA to RNA to protein is called the central dogma of molecular biology. Importantly, not all genes encode protein product. For instance, some genes specify ribosomal RNAs, which serves as structural components of ribosomes, or transfer RNAs, cloverleaf-shaped RNA molecules, such as tiny microRNAs, act as regulators of other genes, and new types of non-protein coding RNAs are being discovered all the time.
Now, let's proceed to nucleotides. DNA and RNA are polymers. In the case of DNA, often very long polymers, and are made up of monomers known as nucleotides. When these monomers combine, the resulting chain is called polynucleotide, poly or many.
And that's a wrap on our deep dive into nucleic acid. We've explored how DNA and RNA are building blocks of life, carrying the genetic code that shapes every living organisms. Thank you for joining us today. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more science insights. Until next time, and keep exploring.